The ancient world was filled with predators, saber-toothed cats, giant hyenas, dire wolves with teeth like sickles. But what if there were creatures that were even worse than these? What if some animals from history were more dangerous than we ever realized? From a bird that ambushed its prey to a monster whale that would swallow its victims whole, here are 5 ancient animals that were more dangerous than we realized. Starting off this countdown, we have the terror bird. Now, when you think of a bird, you probably imagine a small, fragile creature that can't hurt you unless you step on it or something. Well, I'm here to tell you that these birds from today are descendants of the true ancient terror birds. They had bodies like tanks and beaks like scythes. They could reach up to 8 feet tall and weigh about 110 pounds. If that's not enough to scare you, then this next fact will be. They lived in South America during the Pleistocene epoch, meaning they coexisted with humans. There's also evidence showing that they lived alongside early humans in Africa for over 500,000 years. Imagine being hunted by both saber-toothed cats and these massive birds. Researchers believe that their size helped them hunt large prey like camels and horses, but also defend themselves against predators. Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with either one of these things. The terror birds went extinct around 11,000 years ago. It's believed that the changing climate and increasing dryness led to their extinction. Luckily, the only place that you can find these birds today is in the fossil record. Moving on, let's talk about the Megalania. This snake from down under is the largest snake that's ever existed on our planet. And don't take my word for it. Let's check out the facts. The Megalania lived in Australia between the Pleistocene and Holocene epochs, meaning they lived until about 40,000 years ago. According to research, they reached lengths of up to 43 feet. If that's not impressive enough, they weighed 1 ton. To put that into perspective, an anaconda, which is the largest snake living today, reaches lengths of about 30 feet and weighs around 550 pounds. The Megalania could easily win a fight between these two. No wonder scientists classify it as a giant titanoboa. These snakes are part of a group called the Boidae, which are known for their ability to swallow large prey. The reason that the Megalania went extinct was most likely due to humans. The theory goes that humans hunted them for their skins and also killed off their prey. Unfortunately, we'll never know exactly what happened. The Megalania left no fossilized remains behind, only a few vertebrae and jaw fragments. Before we move on, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps us out. Moving on to number 3, we have the short-faced bear. Now, whenever I hear the term bear, I immediately get scared. I mean, these things can easily rip you apart. So just imagine how scary a giant bear from history would be. The short-faced bear is part of the Ursidae family, which means that it's related to modern bears. They lived during the Pleistocene epoch across North America and inhabited a wide range of environments, including forests, grasslands, and deserts. Fossils show that they reached heights of up to 11 feet and weighed 2 tons. Just for comparison, a polar bear, which is the largest living bear, stands about 10 feet tall and weighs 1.5 tons. So the short-faced bear was almost as tall as a human and heavier than a walrus. In addition to their size, they had incredibly strong jaws and sharp claws. Researchers believe that they were excellent hunters and scavengers and had no problem taking down large prey. Sadly, these giants went extinct around 11,000 years ago. Scientists believe that the changing climate, which became warmer and drier, may have been the reason behind their extinction. Coming in at number 2, we have the Livotan. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a big fan of whales. They're so huge and live in the ocean. What if I told you that there was a whale monster that is even bigger than the blue whale? Meet the Livotan, a whale that's so scary that it should only exist in nightmares. The Livotan is part of the same group as the sperm whale and the ancient whale monster. First off, let me tell you about its size. The Livotan reached lengths of up to 52 feet and weighed 60 tons. For reference, a blue whale reaches lengths of up to 100 feet and weighs 200 tons. So this thing was shorter than a blue whale, but still absolutely massive. This whale was so big that it was thought to be the largest creature that has ever existed on Earth. Yep, even bigger than dinosaurs. It lived between the late Oligocene and early Miocene epochs, meaning it lived about 33 million years ago. Researchers believe that they had a massive skull with a huge bite force. If you saw this whale coming towards you, you wouldn't stand a chance. Finally, coming in at number 1, we have the Spinosaurus. At this point, I don't think I need to introduce this dinosaur to you. You've definitely heard of it before. The Spinosaurus is one of the most famous carnivores that lived during the Cretaceous period. It was famous for hunting in the shallow waters of North Africa, where it ate fish. But this dinosaur was so much more than just a fish hunter. When paleontologists first discovered this dino, they thought it was a type of crocodile. It stood about 16 feet tall and was 50 feet long. It was one of the largest carnivores that lived in Africa. And it wasn't just big, it was terrifying. Its name translates to thorny lizard, and it had a sail on its back made of spines. These spines were 6 feet tall and acted like a sail on a boat. It may have used its sail to intimidate other dinosaurs. Honestly, I think it was just naturally intimidating enough. It had sharp claws and teeth and a powerful bite. It also had the ability to swim and move through water with ease. In 2014, researchers found new fossils that show that it spent most of its time in water. They even suggested that the dinosaur waded in very shallow water and used its paddle-like front feet to catch fish. In 2019, another study suggested that it was fully aquatic. Basically, it would have been able to chase you down in the water and eat you alive. I think it's safe to say that this was one of the most dangerous animals that ever lived. The Spinosaurus went extinct around 93 million years ago, most likely due to a catastrophic event. A new study suggests that rising sea levels caused the extinction of many species in Africa. The Spinosaurus was one of the unlucky ones. Thanks for watching. Which animal from this list was the most scary? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to like and share. See you next time. Bye.